Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my series of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reviews leading up to Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie dropping on Netflix, which by the time I'm recording this, it's already out, and it's been out for a few months now because I've been very, very busy in my personal life. Sorry that I haven't, but I am going to finish these reviews off with these last 4 movies. With this one today, which is obviously Turtles Forever, the TV special from 2009, starring the 2003 voice actors and the 1987-ish Turtles from the original cartoon. And then we'll do the 2 Michael Bay movies and Rise, and then after that, it's Morphin time because we're going to do Power Rangers. So, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meet their modern gritty Ninja Turtle must team up with their classic cartoon counterparts to stop 2 Shredders and their plans of multi-dimensional scale. The reason why I wanted to review Turtles Forever is because that I think that this kind of falls into the problem that people had with Rise of the Ninja Turtles when it came out, and even the Bay movies, is that there are so many different universes of the Ninja Turtles. There's the Rise universe, there's the Bay universe, there's the original movie universe, there's the 2012 universe, there's the 1987 universe, there's the 1984, I think is when the comic came out. There's the comic universe, there's the Mad Magazine universe. There's all these different versions of the Ninja Turtles, and I think that this movie kind of should make people understand that there's different takes of the Ninja Turtles. Because I guess something that you can complain about this movie, because you can't really complain about this movie, right? The only thing that you can complain about is that they don't really get the original voices for the 1987 Turtles. They get people that sound like them, but not. And they're trying to get. I think they were trying to get more sound-alikes than the actual voice actors from the Turtles, because Donatello is not voiced by Barry Gordon. Raphael is not voiced by Rob Paulson. Townsend Coleman doesn't do Michelangelo. Ken Clark doesn't do Leonardo. Renee Jacobs doesn't do April. And Pat Farrell doesn't do Crane. And, oh my god. The dude that played the Shredder in the original series doesn't come back, because I think he died by that point. But I might do another video if you were to do a sequel to Turtles Forever, because I think that a sequel to this movie would be really, really cool, because then you could have more Turtles. Because this was made until 2009, so this was before. You've had basically 4, about to become 5 versions of Ninja Turtles since then, right? You have the Bay Turtles, you have the 2012 series, you have the Rise series. Well, I guess, yeah, okay, I guess 4, and then you have the Mutant Mayhem movie coming out soon. So I think I will do that video soon, but I think that I like how this movie did multiverse before Marvel and DC got to it. Because you might think that DC got to it first because of the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, but this actually came before that. So the Turtles jumped on that bandwagon very quickly and was like, we need to do this. We need to hit this twice, because if we don't hit it twice, some other company's going to get to it first. So they did Turtles Forever, and then while they were doing the Nickelodeon, first Nickelodeon series, they kind of dropped the oh my god, what is it called? The episode where the Turtles meet, where where the original Turtles meet the new Turtles. From 2012. Well, new Turtles 2012, but I think that those two really kind of started the boom before Crisis on Infinite Earths, because that would have been like 2018, 2017-ish. So I think that the fact that the Turtles basically hit us over the head with this multiverse idea twice before Marvel and DC did it, that blows my mind. And I think that, and seeing the bad guys from, and even the old Turtles talking to their modern counterparts from like 2003 to 2009 was really, really cool, because I love the 2003 cartoon and I like the 1987 cartoon. I think that when you look at the 1987 cartoon today, it is like, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not as good as something like the movies, whether if you're talking about the Bay movies or the original movies or the newer cartoons like the 2003 cartoon, and then many seasons of like Fast Forward and Back to the Sewers, or the 2012 series, or even at times the Rise series, because the Rise series I think does a better version, the ridiculousness of the 1987 cartoon. But I think it's one of the things where it's like, because the designs kind of throw you off at first, you don't really realize how funny it is, because you're like, why is Raph so big? At least, and we'll get to it next time, but when you get to those like those Bay movies, at least they're all kind of big and hulking. But in the Rise series, they made Raph huge, and they made, like, basically made Leonardo, Donatello, and Michelangelo around the same height. Even though that Michelangelo acts younger and the rest of them act older, it's kind of, it kind of throws people for a loop. So this is another thing. We get cameos from Toko and Raza in this movie. So the scene where they beat up the turtle van with all the turtles in it, we see this turtle jump up and this werewolf kind of creature, or wolf, jump up, right? That's Toko and Raza from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze. And I was so... my mind was blown when I saw that they had a cameo in this movie. I was like, whoa, what in the world? And the other thing that is really weird is that the 2007 movie is a different universe than the original trilogy. I can't get it because it's animated, and you want to kind of not forget about, because it did come out basically 2 years earlier than this movie. So it's like, well, we don't want to forget about this movie, but I guess what you could have done is maybe do, if you were doing video versions, so like if you saw the bloody hell, I don't know, if you saw the Next Mutation version, you would show fight scenes from that, and if you show fight scenes from the original movies, do the original movies, but in that CGI 2007 form, where it's like, these movies are connected. They look like the Turtles that you grew up with, but they are from that 2007 movie. If you did that, that would have been more like, oh my god, that happened in that turtle world? That is crazy. But the fact that they didn't do that kind of just makes me go like, what? And the fact that, because they now have the Bay versions, 2012 cartoon, and Rise, kind of makes me upset that they didn't do it after. Even if they didn't have Rise in there, even if they just had 2012 and the Bay versions, I would have been like, wow, this is really cool. But the fact that the movie ends with Turtles Prime, and you see Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman drawing, that is really, really cool. That's a really neat way to end the movie. I think that was really, really cool to see. I think I would need to give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Forever a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I love what they have done with this movie. I really want to see a sequel to this movie, even if you don't call Turtles Forever, even if it's just like, here's a Ninja Turtles, like, Avengers Endgame Ninja Turtles movie. I think that would be really cool. And also the thing is too, and you could bring in the Bay versions and the Rise versions and the 2012 versions and make all those characters team up and take down a bigger threat of the Turtles multiverse. So guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. Also hit the little bell icon to get notified of future videos I make. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.